My name is Laura, and this is the story of the day I realized that love is not always enough. I met Daniel 3 years ago at a small cafe near my office. It was raining heavily that evening, and the cafe was almost empty. I was sitting alone with a cup of coffee when he walked in. He looked around and asked politely if he could sit at my table, because there were no other free seats. That simple moment changed everything. We started talking about small things. Work, movies, and our favorite foods. Daniel had a warm smile and a calm voice that made me feel comfortable immediately. After that evening, we started meeting often. Sometimes we walked in the park, sometimes we watched movies, and sometimes we simply talked for hours. Slowly, we fell in love. Daniel was kind, responsible, and very caring. He always listened to me and supported my dreams. But there was one thing that always worried me. His family. Daniel's parents were very traditional. They had strong opinions about everything, especially about who Daniel should marry. At first, Daniel told me not to worry. They will understand, he said. They just need time. I believed him because I trusted him. But deep inside, I felt a small fear growing. I didn't know that one day Daniel would face a choice that would change both of our lives forever. One evening Daniel invited me to dinner with his family. I felt nervous but also hopeful. I wanted them to know me and understand how much I loved their son. When we arrived at their house, his mother greeted us politely but without warmth. During dinner, they asked me many questions about my job, my family, and my background. I tried my best to answer respectfully. But I could feel their disapproval. His father remained silent most of the time, and his mother often looked unhappy. After dinner, Daniel and I went for a short walk outside. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "For what?" I asked. "My parents, they are not easy to convince." I tried to smile. "It's okay," I said. "Love needs patience." Daniel held my hand and promised me something that night. "No matter what happens," he said, "I will always stand with you." Those words meant everything to me. But life sometimes tests promises in ways we never expect. A few weeks later, Daniel looked different. He was quieter and more distant than usual. One night he asked if we could talk. We met in the same cafe where we first met. His face looked tired and serious. "My parents gave me an ultimatum," he said slowly. My heart started beating faster. "They want me to marry someone they chose." The words felt like a knife in my chest. "And what did you tell them?" I asked. Daniel looked down at his hands. "I told them I need time to think." The silence between us felt heavy. For the first time, I realized that love was not the only thing in Daniel's life. His family meant everything to him. And soon he would have to choose. 2 days later Daniel asked to see me again. This time we met in the park. The air was cold, and the sky was gray. Daniel looked at me with sadness in his eyes. "I talked to my parents," he said. I already knew what was coming. "I can't lose my family," he continued quietly. My heart broke in that moment, but I stayed calm. "I understand," I said softly. Daniel looked surprised. "You do?" he asked. "Yes," I replied. "Family is important. And if you choose them, that is your decision." Tears filled his eyes. "I never wanted to hurt you," he said. "I know," I answered. We stood there for a moment, remembering everything we shared. Then Daniel slowly walked away. That day I learned something painful but important. Sometimes love is real. But sometimes people choose their family instead. If you enjoyed this emotional story and want more English stories like this, Like the video and subscribe for the next story.